Hello, welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we're going to learn common mistakes in English. Are you excited? This should be fun.
Good morning, Sarah. I'm glad you're here bright and early. Today, we're going to dive deep into the nuances of the English language. Are you ready for an enlightening session?
Good morning, Mr. Anderson. Yes, I'm eager to learn. English has always been a bit tricky for me, so I appreciate your help.
Fantastic. Let's start with a review of some common mistakes that learners often encounter. How about we begin with the differences between it's and its?
Yes. Can you explain what's the difference between the two?
Its is possessive, like the dog wagged its tail, while its is a contraction of it is or it has.
So, it's raining means it is raining. Am I right?
Spot on, Sarah. Understanding these distinctions will greatly improve your writing clarity. Now let's move on to another area where many students stumble, the use of commas.
Can you tell me when we should use them?
Sure. Commas are used to separate items in a list, to set off introductory phrases or clauses, and to separate independent clauses when using coordinating conjunctions like and, but, or.
I see commas can indeed be tricky.
Absolutely. Now let's discuss another common pitfall, the misuse of then and dan. Do you know the difference?
Yes, I remember this one, but can you elaborate its usage?
Then is used to indicate time or sequence, like first, we eat breakfast, then we go for a walk. Dan, on the other hand, is used to make comparisons, like, she is taller than her brother. Can you give your own example?
Oh, I think I understand. So, for example, I would rather go to the beach than stay at home. Then is used to compare my preference for going to the beach over staying at home. Is that right?
How about for the then?
For instance, I finished my homework, then I watched TV. Then is used to show the sequence of events, indicating that watching TV happened after finishing homework. Does that example work?
Absolutely. You're demonstrating impressive understanding, Sarah. Now let's tackle a more complex topic, verb tense consistency.
Why it's essential to maintain consistency in writing.
Well, inconsistency in verb tense can confuse the reader and disrupt the flow of the narrative. It's crucial to stick to one tense unless there's a clear reason to shift to another, like when recounting past events or discussing hypothetical situations.
I got it. So, consistency is key to effective communication.
Now, let's explore another area where students often struggle, pronoun antecedent agreement.
Can you provide some examples of this?
Pronouns must agree in number and gender with their antecedents. For instance, if we're talking about a singular subject like the teacher, we should use a singular pronoun like he or she, not a plural one like they.
So, for example, the teacher handed out his worksheets, or the teacher handed out her worksheets, depending on the gender of the teacher.
Exactly. Pronoun antecedent agreement is crucial for clarity and coherence in writing. Now let's delve into the world of homophones.
Can you give me some examples of commonly confused homophones and how to use them correctly?
Sure. There, and there often cause confusion.
What's the difference among the three?
There is possessive, like their car is parked outside. There refers to a place, like the keys are over there. And there is a contraction for they are, as in they're going to the movies. Can you give your own examples based on my explanation?
Absolutely. So, for there, we could say, the students forgot their books in the classroom, indicating possession by the students. And for there, we might say, let's meet at the park, it's just over there, pointing to a specific location. Finally, for there, we could use, they're excited about the upcoming field trip, contracting they are to express their feelings. Do those examples fit the explanations?
Perfect examples, Sarah. You're doing an excellent job of distinguishing between these tricky words. Now, let's discuss one final topic, parallel structure.
Can you explain what that means and why it's important?
Parallel structure involves using the same grammatical form for items in a series or list. This creates balance and clarity in writing. For example, she likes hiking, swimming, and to run should be corrected to she likes hiking, swimming, and running to maintain parallelism. Can you make your own examples?
Sure. How about this? He enjoys reading, playing the guitar, and cooking. Each activity is presented in the same grammatical form, maintaining parallel structure. Would this example works?
Fantastic example, Sarah. You've demonstrated a solid understanding of these advanced concepts. Remember, mastering these elements will elevate the quality of your writing and communication skills overall.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Another common mistake students make is confusing look, see, and watch.
They are very common words but can be a bit confusing. What's the difference among the three?
Look, see, and watch are often confusing because their meanings are similar.
Here is the difference between the three verbs. Look is used when you direct your eyes at something intentionally. See is used when something comes into your sight without you specifically looking for it. Watch is used when you look at something carefully, often something that is moving. We can see something even if we don't want to, but we can only look at something on purpose.
Can you give an example to support your explanation, Mr. Anderson?
Sure. For example, if you want to know the time, you look at your watch. If you're sitting in a park, you might see a bird fly by. If you're at a sports game, you watch the players.
That makes a lot of sense. So, see is more passive, look is active, and watch involves paying attention over time.
That's right, Sarah. Another common mistake is the use of may versus might.
This is a little difficult. How can I distinguish them from each other?
Deciding when to use may rather than might can be tricky because the difference between these two verbs is quite small. They both indicate that something is possible, but might suggests slightly more uncertainty.
Can you use them in sentences to elaborate?
Of course. Here are some examples. I may watch a movie tonight. This expresses slightly more certainty that you're going to watch that movie. I might go hiking this weekend. This means that maybe you will go hiking, but maybe you won't.
So may is indicating a higher likelihood than might.
You're right, Sarah. You're catching up so fast. I'm really impressed with how quickly you're grasping these concepts.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. I feel much more confident now. These discussions have been incredibly helpful in clarifying some of the areas where I've been struggling. I really appreciate your clear explanations and examples. They make a big difference in my understanding.
I'm delighted to hear that, Sarah. Keep practicing and applying what you've learned, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any further questions or need assistance. Learning is a journey, and I'm here to support you every step of the way.
I will, Mr. Anderson. Thanks again for your guidance and encouragement. I'm excited to continue improving my English skills.
You're very welcome, Sarah. I have no doubt that with your dedication and enthusiasm, you'll continue to excel. Keep up the excellent work. Well, it looks like our time is up for today, Sarah. The bell just rang, signaling the end of our session.
Oh, already? Time flies when you're learning so much. Thank you again, Mr. Anderson, for all your help and guidance today.
You're very welcome, Sarah. Remember, if you have any questions or need further assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. Keep up the excellent work, and I'll see you in our next class.
I will, Mr. Anderson. Have a great day.
You too, Sarah. Take care and keep up the fantastic progress.
Did you enjoy the conversation? Try using this with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.